everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is another grocery haul video, and I am sorry that I did not get to upload my grocery haul last week. It's because Grudy Bear got really sick and her fever was going up and down, and so she was very needy, so I had to hold her like the whole entire time she was sick, and I had to be near her, so it was very hard for me to like sit and edit. Even when she was napping, she wanted to be held. It was it was an interesting week for sure, and then by the end of last week, like, she got better and I of course got a cold, and so I'm kind of like phasing out the last part of my cold right now. So I'm praying that it does not turn into a sinus infection, because I would just be so devastated, because all of May, pretty much June now, I've just been sick. The past month and a half, I've only had like 5 days, like 5 good days of not feeling stuffy or whatnot. So I am so over it, you guys. But today is not about my nose. Today is about my grocery haul. So today I'm gonna post the grocery haul that I did for today, this morning when I went to 365 Whole Foods. Tomorrow I will post a grocery haul that I did for last week that I did not upload. So it's gonna be a little out of order. I hope you guys understand, but I really want them to go up so that, you know, we can have our budget in order and we can stay accountable for it. And I don't know. So then you guys can see the stuff that I buy, because I've been doing a lot of fun stuff with other things as well. So yeah, today I went to 365 Whole Foods. If you guys don't have a 365 Whole Foods, it is a sister store to Whole Foods, and a lot of their stuff is actually a lot less expensive. So 365 is kind of like your equate of Walmart. So think of Walmart having an equate store. Does that make sense? Because it's not branded, a lot of their stuff is more affordable. If you guys are new to my channel, know that I try to do weekly grocery hauls every single week, just to give you a heads up on what my budget is as far as grocery shopping. I stick in the $350 to $450 range. $450 is if I have guests and parties or whatever, or something that is fancy pants that I want to eat for the month, and $350 is on the lower end. And also I do rotate my grocery stores. I go to Walmart, Kroger's, HEB, 99 Brand, and also 365 Whole Foods. So it just depends on where I'm at in the neighborhood, what I'm doing, and yeah, that's how I pick my grocery stores. 365 Whole Foods is usually the place where I buy all of my nut butter, my honey, my essential oils, more of the health food stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the haul. All right, here's a quick pan around. Everything here ended up costing $92. For $92, you guys, I guess it depends on how you see food, right? Like for me, $92 for all of this is not a lot. I feel like, you know, if I were to go to like HEB or something, it will come out to here. There's a couple of items that are pretty expensive, like the honey. So that is the reason why it is $92. But that is also the reason why I'm here at 365 Whole Foods, because I like to pick up my honey there. I feel like the prices there is a little bit more affordable as far as honey goes, especially local honey. Here we are, 92 bucks at 365 Whole Foods, and let's start with the protein. Okay, this is gonna be kind of like a splurge, but I saw this guy right here, a nice little butcher's cut, and it's just a boneless chuck roast. It's $16, but look how tall that is. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slice it like that and then just eat them at steak. Honestly, I feel like past couple of times when I have sliced chuck roast, like it tastes like a pretty good steak. I have no qualms about it. Like, I know people get all super duper, you know, fancy with their New York strip or their T-bone and all that, and I think it's just fine. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have a good taste for steak. Who knows? But this works out just fine for me. That is kind of like our protein this week. Again, I'm gonna slice them up. It'll be for this week, and then the next section will probably for like a week or two later. We won't eat this all in one sitting. So now let's move on to dairy. We have unsweetened almond milk, and then we also have a big thing of whole milk, because, you know, I got a growing toddler. I also got some of this naturally soft Kerrygold Irish butter, and this is one of our favorites that we use on our toast. And I already have one in the fridge, but I bought 2, and I'm just gonna stick them in the freezer so whenever I need it, I can pull them out. Surprisingly, at 365 Whole Foods, they have them for $2.79. Everywhere else that I've looked, they are around $3.69 or even closer to $4. So I was just like, let me get 2 and just have it in the freezer, and whenever we need it, I just will defrost it. That was a nice little purchase there. Let's go over to produce, because that's like some of my favorite things to talk about. Let's see, I got a nice thing of blueberries here. Just recently ran out of blueberries, and so I got some of the El Tofu mango from Grandmomsy's yesterday. She bought a big box and she gave me a couple, and so that, some blueberries and some homemade yogurt is like the best breakfast ever. Then I got some of the blackberries. I feel like the organic blackberries taste so much better. So I've tried the non-organic ones, and I feel like it's super duper sour for some reason, but every single time I get these, the organic ones, they're really sweet and super flavorful. Maybe it's just the boxes that I've been getting, I don't know, but that is one theory I have about blackberries, is that the organic ones are better. Then we got some gala apples or gala. I guess it depends on who's talking, right? Like gala? I don't know. Gala? Yeah, no, they're gala. I'm dumb. Yeah, so I got these apples. They were $1 a pound, which is very affordable. I think I got about 1.5 pounds here. I got myself 6 of them, and Grudy Bear likes her apples, and we slice them up and she just crunch on them like a little toddler. So cute. These are actually quite a lot for the week. Like, she won't finish them in the week. It'll take her about 2 weeks to finish this all, and I'll probably munch on them. Whatever she doesn't eat, I'll just throw it in a pot and make applesauce and freeze them for her. Again, cherubs. These are my favorite tomatoes. These are also Grudy's favorite tomatoes. So I just got a thing of this. I was going to go to Costco and get the big thing of tomatoes, but that never happened because we got sick. You know, this is gonna be okay. These usually last us about a week to 2 weeks anyway, so we're good. Okay, I got a thing of green onions, 79 cents, not too bad. And then I got myself some leeks because I've been oddly craving like roasted leeks. I don't know why. So I'm gonna roast the bottom half. I might use the top to make like a broth or something. Not really sure, kind of, you know, debating on what I'm gonna do with that, but I had to get some leeks. And then I got some romaine lettuce. Now for me, romaine lettuce is another one of those things where, like, if it's organic, it seems to taste better. The leaf seems to be more lush as well. Romaine is my favorite green, by the way, so yeah, don't come to me with that trash kale because I ain't gonna have it. I'm kidding. I like kale as well, but I love romaine. I feel like a romaine in texture, it is a perfect blend between a kale and just like a green lettuce. Like, a green lettuce has too much crunch to it, but the kale is like way too rubbery for me, but this is like a happy medium. That's the reason why I always get romaine. Just, it makes me happy. You know, that's what life is about, says the lettuce. Next, I got myself some manzana bananas. Okay, first off, I would have to admit that when I saw it, I was just like, oh my God, so cute. And that is the reason why I bought it. There was no like nutritional thought process in it. There was no like price thought process in it. I simply bought it because it was small and cute. So there are these other bananas that my mom would always get me, but they're itsy bitsy. They're like this big, and I call them Asian bananas or finger bananas. I think that's what they're actually called, but they're so sweet and so flavorful. I don't think this will be like that. I think it's gonna taste like a regular banana, but maybe a little bit more punch in flavor. Things might be little, but they do come with a lot of flavor. We're talking about fruits and humans here. Okay, so next up we have beet. Okay, so I bought these beets and I was super excited about it, a little bit too excited about it. I've been craving beets for a little bit too. I've been craving roasted beets with leeks. Oh my God, roasted beets with leeks. That should be a Dr. Seuss book. So I've been craving beets for a little bit here, and then I saw that they were on sale. They were $2, so $2 bunches of beets. I was trying to tell the girl, the cashier, that, and she was just like, this lady is way too chipper for me. I can be a lot in the morning, and I get that. So these are pretty hefty. Look how big they are. So there are some little ones, and I was just like, nah. Let Kaya reach in the back and grab the really big chunky ones. I didn't clear out the whole section, you know, because I'm trying to be polite here. So, but I did grab 3 bunches of them, and these are quite chunky here. I'm gonna go ahead and boil them, slice them up, and then freeze them, and then maybe have some of them for dinner tonight. The stalks here, I used to throw this whole thing away. Like, how wasteful is that? But you can actually eat the stems. You just roast them with a little bit of truffle salt. Very, very yummy. The leaves, again, you can eat as a salad, but if it's too rubbery for you, you can actually slice them up and then saute them with like some mushrooms or some truffle salt. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slice them, saute them with like some truffle salt, and then throw them with some butternut squash. Ooh, and then some like pumpkin seeds on top. Ooh, that's an idea. Also, I do plan to dehydrate some of the leaves, and then this way I can whiz them up into a powder, and it'll just be like a green powder for our smoothies or our drinks or something. Another way to like sneak in some greenery into your diet. So, okay, moving on to the very expensive stuff. I swear this little bit right here was more expensive than everything else here. This is pretty much half of the budget there. Ridiculous, right? So I want to make lollipops for Grudy Bear, and I've been trying to look at recipes that are low in sugar, and so there's so many different like sugar alternatives that I want to try, but at the same time I want to be sure that it's safe as well. You know, now that I'm going to venture into this whole low sugar thing, it's going to be better for Papa Bear as well, so then I can bake with it and such. I've been looking at all the lollipops that are available on the market, and my God, they are very expensive. But then what I did was I went in the back and I read the ingredients, and so I did research, research on all their sweeteners and what is going to be safe for Grudy Bear to take in moderation, of course. This one right here is actually pretty good when it comes to like teeth care, which is really weird because you don't think about sweeteners being something that is good for like cavity and stuff. So this is more of like an anti-cavity sweetener. You will see it in baby toothpaste quite often. This one definitely, like, you know, they shouldn't be eating a ton of it. Again, it's a moderation thing, right? Like if I'm making a lollipop for Grudy Bear, I'm not giving her 10 a day. It's like probably one every like 3 or 4 days, right? And then we also have this sugar right here. This one you don't have to be too cautious about. This is something that you can have on a daily basis, but I think both of these will probably boil down and crystallize and harden into a lollipop, and it'll be kind of like a low sugar lollipop that will work really well for Grudy Bear. Ooh, I can even do this with like some beet juice or something that's like a flavor. Oh my gosh, beet juice flavored lollipops. Ooh. Here's another thing is that this stuff is pretty expensive. This one was like $8 a bag. This is like $6 a bag. That's not cheap. When you get like cane sugar, it's like $2 for like a big pound. So I'm very hopeful that these two are going to start popping up more in the market and having more competitive prices. So I think, you know, talking about it, sharing with it, having people, you know that it exists will create a demand for it. So that's just how I feel about food and the health of food, you know. Next up, we also have honey, and I do use local honey because of allergy purposes, and I think it works. I'm not quite sure. Just this year the pollen has been crazy. So okay, so I use honey for everything, literally my tea, my smoothies, yogurt, all that stuff. Really can't, I guess I don't need to explain too much about it. They usually have the bigger one for like $10, but they only have the small one for like $6. So I was kind of bummed out, and I was just like, all right, since I'm not getting the big one, I might as well try this stuff out. This was $8. It's usually $10, so it was on sale, and it's avocado raw honey. The honey comes from the bees that hangs around avocado trees, so the honey itself is very smooth in texture, but it gives you kind of like a hint of avocado at the end. It sounds very luxurious. I've had avocado honey from another brand before. I always buy the Good Flow brand, but I've never actually tried the Good Flow avocado honey, which is interesting. Next up, the most expensive thing of them all, this thing right here. This was like $20. Crazy, right? This is oregano oil. Someone mentioned that, you know, if I'm constantly getting sick or if I'm having allergy problems, if I'm constantly getting sinus infections, I should try oregano oil because it helps with inflammation and bacterial growth and stuff like that. And that's what a sinus infection is. Bacteria is running amok in your nasal passages. So I'm gonna give this a try. I'm supposed to do like 3 or 4 drops 2 or 3 times a day. I'm probably gonna do it twice a day and see if this helps, because y'all, I am currently sick again, and I am definitely afraid that this cold is gonna turn into a sinus infection. So we are gonna try this out and hope for the best. All right, good job. Let's go to the car. I actually ended up going to 99 Ranch today with Grudy Bear. She's pulling out all of the Tupperware in my Tupperware drawer, and she lives in this cupboard now. You're gonna hear a little bit clanking and stuff as I kind of haul this other stuff for you guys. Don't mind her, she's just moving into her new apartment now. Okay, so all of this cost me $18. I needed to pick up some sticky rice because I was craving mango sticky rice. I also picked up another thing of rice here too. So start with the rice, I guess. So this is just a gum nip, or just sweet sticky rice. If you read it in recipes, they call it glutinous rice. But if you go into the store, it doesn't say glutinous rice, it'll just say sweet rice. This brand is actually really good. It's really fragrant and really, really yummy. And then I also picked up some broken jasmine rice. If you order like a grilled beef egg roll dish with the fish sauce and stuff, the rice grain that comes with it is jasmine rice, but it's broken up. And so this is gum tam, and both of these were $5.99 each. I needed to pick up some tofu. I forgot to do it at 365 Whole Foods, but it was cheaper here anyway, so I'm glad that I did it here instead. Hello? Hello? Do you live in there now? Hi, how's the new house? Okay, reclose it. Okay, so I'm so glad I went to 99 Ranch because these were only 69 cents each. I got the silken tofu. I got the silken tofu, and then I also got the firm tofu. So for the silken one, I was gonna use it to make mapo tofu with this sauce right here. And then the firm tofu, I like to scramble it. Sometimes I like to use it in the mapo tofu sauce as well. But I want to serve this on top of like some bok choy and some other greens that I have. That is it for this haul there. very, very short and sweet, but I wanted to add it to the end of this video so that we get it knocked out of the way. So let's add another $18 to our budget here. Also, I did buy a lot of tofu. I'm not gonna eat all this the week, but tofu freezes really well and it thaws out very, very well as well. So I figure I'm just gonna toss it into the freezer, and when I need it, I'll just take it out and defrost it, but it was already on sale. So yeah, I spent about 90 bucks on this haul so far, and then I'm gonna tally up all the stuff that I got last weekend as well to see where I am on budget, and I will leave that in the comment below. Yeah, we have about 2 weeks left of June, so I'm still quite under budget, and I think I'm gonna stay that way for the rest of June. But you know, we got a few freezer meals that we can go through, like ratatouille and lasagna and stuff, and so I don't need to buy too much protein. But yeah, what do you guys think of the 365 Whole Foods haul? Pretty fun, right? I like a lot of their snack items. I feel like some of their stuff are like really, really yummy. It's always fun to go through like their health and beauty section to see like what new products are out there. I still feel like we're in that place where a lot of really great stuff are starting to become cheaper and cheaper and more available to us, which is great. That is an indication that society is definitely moving ahead and a step forward. So, you know, especially when you're like Asian American and you're growing up in the 90s and it's like impossible to find soy sauce at Walmart, but now literally every single store carries soy sauce, which is incredible, you know. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to continue to follow this channel, please send me some of your love. I totally would appreciate it, and I welcome you to join the Strawberry Shortcuts kinship here. And I do these hauls every single week unless I am sick or Greedy Bear is sick, but I do want to stick to this because I think it's fun, and I think it's fun to talk about food and to share food. It's such a huge part of connecting with people and our cultures. I feel like people gather together to be around food, right? So that's the one thing why I really love talking about it and sharing it. I think, I don't know, I don't know. And I also like to watch what other people eat as well, so then I could be like, ooh, that looks delicious, I gotta go and get me some. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for tomorrow's video where it is going to be the grocery haul that I did last week that I did not get to upload. So there's that. Sorry things are a little bit out of order, but I am back on track, hopefully. Hopefully Greedy Bear doesn't get sick again. She started her new PDO program, so you know, new program, new illnesses. It's just gonna be part of my life now. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.
We have beat, oh beat, oh beat. We have beat, beat. We have beat. Oh my God, roasted beets with leeks.